Hey friends, it's Becca G, NYC, and happy Friday the 13th. 2 years ago, in October, on Friday the 13th, I decided to embark on a trip on one of America's most haunted roads, and that was Clinton Road. After that trip, I learned that there is an even more haunted road. It is one of the most, if not the most, haunted road in America, and that road is called Shades of Death Road. And I'm actually here today. There's a forest along the side of the road called Jenny Jump Forest, and that's where we are today. So we're going to explore both the forest and the road, which many urban legends and lore surround. I'm also accompanied today by my very talented boyfriend and my crew of my good friends over here. If you saw the Clinton Road video, you might recognize Sam and Alex. Actually, if you saw any of my videos, you'd recognize any of these people. But if not, welcome, and I hope you enjoy, and I hope we don't get attacked or killed. Jenny Jump Forest gets its name from an old tale. According to legend, she was being chased by a Native American, and as she was running away, she jumped off a hill, and we're actually going to try to visit that hill here, but she unfortunately fell to her death. I'm not sure why they named this forest to commemorate that, but that's where it got its name. Shades of Death, on the other hand, the road that runs along it, there are so many contributing factors to where it gets its name. During the same time, and even continuing into the 20s and 30s, there have been deaths, murders, animal attacks, sightings of Jenny, sightings of other ghosts along bridges, and abandoned cabins and whatnot along the sides of the road. We're going to be visiting Ghost Lake, where ghosts are spotted, orbs are spotted, as well as the Faery Cave, where supposedly those Native Americans performed rituals at. Wish us luck. Alright, what is everyone's thoughts? Could this be the hill? How you doing up there, guys? Are you getting Salem flashbacks? Because I am.
Oh God, not again. I could fall off this and die. I'm looking at the very edge.
She was a young child. She was like very young. No, but like if you were to jump from here to there, you'd get injured.
You'd break a leg.
Yeah, you'd definitely break your leg.
But not die.
But
I don't think there's enough room.
so you think it's a different one?
Yeah.
What sport is it spotted at? Should we be worried?
No.
Take your left.
Friday 13th, full moon. There's a lot of like wild animals. We do have knives and pepper spray with us. We have emergency kit, snake venom kit. Alright, we're doing it for the video.
Does this flashlight have like a bright setting?
Keep ducking, guys, because the spiders are on the walls.
I know. I'm trying not to look. Don't remind me. What if a bear just emerges?
Becca, it's too small for a bear.
What if a dead body's in here?
Well then.
Then we call the police.
What is it like there?
Oh, it ends here. There's like a bunch of rocks and a swinging spider.
Ew. Does this feel brighter because it's Does this have a light set in?
Oh my gosh, this looks like the kids in the It sewer.
Can you take like a photo of us like who's a pipe cleaner?
We'll be driving back and forth on this road at night, but we're just checking out Shades of Death Road back and forth right now while it's light out. We just did Ghost Lake, the Faery Cave, and Jenny Jump Forest. Excerpt from Weird NJ, which has made plenty of reports on this road. Haunting tales of Shades of Death Road. Out of all the grim monikers encountered out on the roads less traveled throughout New Jersey, perhaps none is more foreboding than Shades of Death Road. Like many places steeped in local lore, reality and legend have become intertwined, obscuring exactly what can be considered fact regarding this byway. What is known is that for centuries, this road has been a dark, mysterious thoroughfare for travelers to cut across one of the more isolated parts of our state. What isn't known is exactly how this street earned its curious name. One of the earliest folktales that attempts to explain the name Shades of Death claims that the area was at one time home to a pack of vicious wildcats. According to other legends, murder is at the root of Shades of Death's name. One tale relating to murder says the original inhabitants of the area surrounding Shades of Death were an unruly band of deadly squatters. As their reputation grew, the area they inhabited was named Shades of Death. When the civilized world encroached and disbanded them, the last remnant of their control over the meadows was restricted to one road that retained the name that they made famous. Yet another murder theory says that the road was originally known as the Shades because the low-hanging trees that formed a canopy over the length of the street. Legend says that over time, many murders occurred there, many staying unsolved, causing residents to add the sinister of death twist to the formerly pleasant Shades name. Anyone who has been around the area can imagine that murderers would love the road's darkness and seclusion, making this legend not too hard to believe. There is even an element of legitimacy to this particular Shades tale. At least 3 murders were occurred along the road in the 1920s and 30s. A man was murdered with a jack from his car over gold coins. A wife killed her husband and buried his head on one side of Shades and his torso on the other. And resident Bill Cummins was shot near his home and buried under a pile of muck. His murder was never solved. Much speculation has also risen as to the origins of the name Ghost Lake, which lies alongside Shades of Death Road. Something about this tract of land caused its earliest settlers to imbue upon the name that speaks of death. No matter which legends or facts you choose to believe, it would seem that the name offered up as a warning for beyond the grave to those who might travel this dark path, unaware of its potential hazards. It also makes the road a perfect setting for more than a few ghostly tales. So some people wrote in, it's called Ghost Lake for a reason. My friend and I were sitting in a car at Ghost Lake at about 3 a.m. The people who maintained the park were trying to grow grass, and there was hay on the ground. I saw the hay move like someone was on it for about 10 minutes. There was also an abandoned cabin right off of Ghost Lake. We didn't see that, did we?
No.
Me and a couple of kids were inside it one night. The windows were broken, the walls were falling apart, and the floor had holes in it. In one of the corners of the house was a hallway with a piano built into the wall. We went upstairs. All of a sudden the piano sounded like someone banged on it. There was a crunching sound like glass on the floor was being stepped on. This sound came closer down the hallway. Someone shined a light on the area and there was nothing there. We took off out of there and didn't look back. Sucker punched by spooks on Shades of Death. I remember an old barn on Shades of Death Road that my brother told me about. He went there to investigate a rumor that it was haunted. He told me that it was really dark and that his friends were drinking and had their beer muscles when they were walking in, and a few minutes later they came screaming out. My brother said they were inside when an unseen force pushed one friend. Everyone thought he was fooling around until each was also hit. Some say that some guy hung himself in there. Others say it was murder and that his soul haunts the barn. There's also the story of Lenape Lane fog. My friend Rob and I went to Shades of Death at about 1:30 this morning. On the way back, we noticed a small road called Lenape Lane. We checked it out, and at the end, we found an abandoned stable. At this time, we got really bad chills and decided to leave. Driving back, the windshield fogged up, and as it formed, I saw the shape of a skull appear in it. Rob told me that on his side of the windshield, he saw a cross in the fog. We got off of Lenape Lane and the fog disappeared. Shades has the big red eye. My family and I took a trip down Shades of Death Road in Warren County, and it didn't disappoint. Our real scare came when we traveled down Lenape Lane, just off the main road. Wow, this one's a popular one. We should find Lenape Lane, guys. When we reached an abandoned stable/barn halfway down the road, we decided to get out of the car. Down a side road next to the stable, my brother and I spotted lights, which looked like red eyes. The eyes went back and forth over the road, and up and down. We then all saw a large, dark figure crossing the road back and forth. It definitely wasn't an animal, because our flashlight would have scared it away. It could have been many things, but we think it might have been a Bigfoot or big hairy creature with red eyes. JVS. I think we should check out this Lenape Lane.
Alright, make a right here.
I'm looking for my son. I lost him. Okay, this is creepy. Oh my god. Is this a road?
Yes.
Holy.
Ready. So Charlotte, wear that belt.
It makes me feel so much better. Like, get your weapons ready.
Yeah, if anything's gonna be haunted, it's gonna be this.
Oh yeah.
I say we turn the car around first so we're already in position.
Yeah.
You're right.
I agree.
Thick. Ooh.
One lane.
I know, you have to kind of like...
Are we allowed to drive here?
I have no idea.
It's a street on the map.
Yeah.
There's no property here?
It's not. It said it had a sign pointing down here for somewhere.
Wait, what does this?
Yeah, there's a house there.
Oh god.
There's a house right here.
So are we pulling into someone's driveway?
Oh, this is private property on it, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don't go. Crowning or growing dirt. This is a farm.
Oh.
That way.
Alright, well we have to turn around though.
Restricted, no.
Oh, that
no
way, but-
trespassing.
Is that 51 or 57 on the fence?
That's
51.
51.
All right, guys, we're at Area 51. Get out.
Oh, that's perfect.
How did those other people find the barn?
Well, I have to turn around.
Yeah, that's okay. What does it say?
Agrestic Acres.
What is this?
This might be the stable.
Oh, do you think this is the abandoned barn?
I don't know.
We should walk
No,
in.
because there are flags.
Okay. I wonder what those people were talking about.
Yeah, what were they talking about?
I mean, when was that article posted?
2004.
There you
Okay,
go.
Yeah, we freaking do it.
Yeah, but if there's ghosts along this road, they're still gonna be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not a barn.
No,
No,
we have to
15
be,
years
like,
ago.
somewhere in the middle where we just drove, right?
Yeah, because we're near the end.
So then are we gonna stop in the middle of the road or something?
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
I guess we'll just drive it.
What if
Yeah, that
someone
sounds-
like comes this way in their car and then like, you know what I'm saying?
It doesn't really look like there's much business coming through here.
Not much traffic
Nah.
headed this way.
I think what we should do is at least turn the car off to see outside.
Okay.
It'll be like like one of those sensory deprivation kind of experiences.
Charlotte's like, screw that.
I mean, you can turn the walkies
I'll
on
be
here.
inside the car.
I'm like scared
What?
as fuck
My
right
walkie's
now.
on?
Turn the walkies on.
It
I
is.
mean, you could stop the car. And turn
I'm
the
like
walkies
actually
on.
very scared.
All right, let's stop
Yeah,
the car.
stop the car.
Let's lock the car.
Lock the car.
Car's locked.
All right.
You sure?
Stop the car
And turn
and turn the walkies on.
the
Or
walkies
one
on.
walkie,
roll,
right?
And roll the
Okay.
windows down.
Mine's on.
Okay, turn the...
Roll the windows down. No.
Hell no.
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 No way.
All right, everyone quiet.
What if another car comes this way?
We'll see the light.
Wait, hold on. Those things are so bright. Can you turn that blue light off? Are there any spirits in?
Don't.
Sorry.
Way to ruin the mood, Sam.
It's not me.
Is there anybody here with us? Well,
Riveting.
should we keep driving?
Yeah.
Yes.
What is that?
I don't know.
Turn the...
Yo, what the?
Can we get out of
What
here?
is this?
What is it?
I don't know.
Like, it's the car, though?
Alex,
Let's drive.
I'm not doing anything.
can we go? What the? What is that?
I don't think it is a car. Cars don't make that noise.
It's in the car.
Some device.
I think it's one of our walkies.
It's one of the walkies.
it's
Mine's not on.
Okay, everyone
Mine's off.
I mean, it was pretty scary, wasn't it? It was...
That's it.
I got pulled over there.
We're done.
You think so?
No. I mean, we don't have anything. We haven't done
Hello.
anything.
Are you doing
Yeah, we don't even just met. Yeah.
Yeah, like two separate cars and they started talking.
How'd you guys all end up out here?
It's Friday the 13th and a full moon.
Yeah.
You know the stories of this lake.
I know the stories of the lake. I've never seen this many people on the lake.
They were bored.
My transaction.
It is 2 hours.
Did they get scared?
They saw a bear.
They saw a bear.
Yeah.
They're pussies.
I saw
They left.
crickets.
That's fine. They hate to kind of ruin the party, though. You guys can't
Just doing your job.
all hang out here, unfortunately.
That's fine.
So,
Yeah.
Okie dokie.